Sevgili izleyiciler, Peter Murphy bir senedir burada yaşıyor. Bir buçuk senedir. O böyle hemen 2 senede buraya gelip tabii abi ya diyenlerden değil. Bayağı çok değerli bir müzisyen arkadaşımız. İngiltere'de, Japonya'da, Brezilya'da müşterileri var. Yani rockstar diye.
Bu arada Billboard'da listelerde.
Bu arada bizim arkadaşımız aynı zamanda, tanırız kendisini.
Memnun oldum.
Sen müzik hakkında bir şey soracaktın.
Soracaktır. Your first group was called Bauhaus.
Bauhaus, yes. A German name. And it was from the art group. Art deal, Türkçe. Bir sanat.
What is
grubu
the story of Bauhaus?
German. Well, the band. It started in 1979. 79.
Şimdi
79 başladık.
We'll do subtitle.
Okay.
Tamam mı canım?
It was in the period in England where punk had just finished, and it was a period called post after punk, where bands had the opportunity, almost anybody on the street had an opportunity to make music and to do anything, without the skill of necessarily knowing music, knowing how to play it. So there were loads of bands. Lots of them were very bad, but there were some who were very creative naturally. And so those bands made their music in a very artistic way, in a very kind of typically British, eccentric way. We were one of those bands, and we had the visual element and the theatrical and very powerful element of visuals with this very angst, very kind of experimental music that had no knowledge of how to play. It was just basically like painting, resim gibi. So it was kind of very experimental and punk, and fast. We had this audience very fast, from playing live, and the record companies saw it and signed us up. And after a year, we had a very large worldwide big underground following, which is not very very commercial, but it's typically British. It's underground, a very serious audience.
İsterseniz Peter Murphy'nin bir klibini seyredelim. Peter Murphy'yi daha yakından tanıyalım. Hit Song.
This song is from my solo album, which is 7 years later after Bauhaus. So this is 1992, and it's a song, and I called it Hit Song because it sounded like a typical hit song. But if you hear my albums, they're not typically commercial. So it was the first song that, when I heard the chords first played, I thought, no, that's terrible. I rejected it because I thought it was too straight and too normal. But then I sang over it.
Sen ilk başlattın. Yani you started something new there. Bauhaus'tan.
Yes, I mean, at that time, it was the same time as U2, as Simple Minds, of The Cure. It was the same time. Aynı zaman, and we all went off in this different way. Joy Division.
Şimdi burada benim anladığım kadarıyla esasında İngiliz müzik piyasasıyla Türk müzik piyasasında çok taban tabana zıt bir olgu var. Orada diyor ki commercial ve kopya olan her şeye girmek çok tehlikeli. Yani kimse onu yapmıyor. Herkes kendi feelingini, hissedişini yansıtmaya çalışıyor diyor. Evet. Oysa ki Türkiye'de tam tersi. Biri bir şey yapıyor. Hadi arka arkaya böyle karbon kopya tak çıkıyor. Yani insanın yeni bir şey üretmek gibi bir çabası yok Türkiye'de. Kendini ifade etmek değil. Aman şu tuttu, oradan şey yaptı. Ve hit song diye koymasının nedeni de parçanın adını galiba typical bir hit song olması. Ve bir kopi kendiyle bir humor var, bir dalga geçişi var.
Very good.
Hoşçakalın çocuklar.
Bravo Can.
Thank you.
Peter, when I was in London, we were recording together.
Yeah, I asked you to come and play on my album.
Your producer told us something which was very interesting. He said that in England the image is important.
Abi Türkçe konuşsun, anlayamıyoruz ya.
The image is important, but the music is not really important.
No, this is Simon speaking. You see, this is typically British.
Typical British.
Her year, başka. Fikri var.
But image must be your own image.
Of course.
Not like Turkey. Yapıştırma imaj değil. Yani kafasına sepet mi koyalım?
John, I don't think we should get into calling Turkey bad at all. There's always this Turks say West is good, we're this.
No.
It's not like
saying
that.
Something else.
Because in England, there's that sort of top layer of commercial music, which is which is just like here.
Tabii satıyor orada da diyor.
Tabii.
Yani iş.
Her dünya aynı.
Ben ayrıyım
Fakat
yapıyor.
there's more in England, because there's more people and there's more. It's kind of a strange country. It's an island.
Peki şimdi yeni bir Türkçe-İngilizce dil icat edelim. Kim misal verebilirsin? For today, who is the example band like you? Senin gibi olan bir
I
grup.
would say Suede have an influence. Nirvana have elements of Bauhaus, but that's a coincidence. After
Bauhaus
time.
kaç CD? How many? Dört. Çok önemli.
Beş pardon.
5. Yours?
Bir tane canlı.
Senin?
5 şimdi.
Yani
Senin de 5 tane var.
10 tane CD'niz var.
11 şimdi.
Sonra sen Türkiye'ye geldin.
Well, you've got lots.
Ha?
Evet.
No, o kadar yok canım bizim bile.
Türkiye'ye geldim çünkü
Why did you come to Turkey?
Well, first I really love being garip, a stranger.
Garip, stranger, yes.
Because it's beautiful. I mean, it's very nice. I mean, I'm here, and if I'm going to be a stranger, why be a stranger in America? Gerçekten hayat var burada. West'te çok karıştık. Materials var, hepsi var, araba var, hepsi var. Sıkılıyorlar orada. Now there are people who have no money there, who really, become very confused. Whereas here, there are people who live in gecekondos who aren't really confused. There isn't the danger in those areas as there is in the same areas in England, which is very, very interesting for me, really. Because
Fakat eşin de galiba bir sebep değil mi? Eşin de modern dansın baş koreografisi Ankara'da.
Eş var. Okay.
İlk
Eşim Türk. Çok iyi
Koreograf.
sanatçılar.
When did you get married?
Koreograflar. We got married 11 sene önce.
11 sene önce.
Evlendik.
Murphy stüdyo çalışmaların Türkiye'de olacak mı şimdi?
Yapmak istiyorum. Evet, yapmak istiyorum.
Nerede?
Bu plak bilmem.
Fuat'ın
Görüşüyorum.
Yok
evet.
bakacağız. Biz en güzelini arayacağız onu.
Yes,
Ama en güzeli seninkidir ya. Bağlayalım. İşi komisyon alacağız burada sen de şimdi.
Peki.
Şu
hayır
işi bağla.
parasız. Çünkü biz arkadaş.
Tabii.
Parasız.
Ha Türkiye'yi niye sevdiği anlaşıldı. Parasız biz arkadaş hemen. Fatih biz de sen bizdensin baba şu işi yapalım.
No,
Allah aşkına.
I'd love
Tamam.
to work.
İngiltere'den Apple stüdyolarından biraz da bahsetmez misin?
Bahsedelim mi?
Murphy'ye de biraz
Abbey
yapalım.
Road.
Şimdi Jacob Studio diye bir stüdyoyuz. It was far away from London.
Yes, it was in the country.
60 kilometers something. Yatak odaları, pimpon sahaları, tenis kortları her şey var stüdyoda. Zaten oraya gidip kalıyorsun. Fakat benim en çok ilgimi çeken gitar feedback sesleri arzu ediyorlar. Sabahtan akşama kadar
Kaç para stüdyonun saati?
abi gündeliği 1400-1500 sterlin.
I'm
Düşünebiliyor musun?
asking
1500
canım.
sterlini
30-40 milyon.
evet. Sırf ve buna parça lazım falan değil. Gerekirse kullanacak.
Gerekirse kullanacaklar.
What's he talking about? The solo for
The solo. You spend
Trees
all
Apart.
day long.
Yeah,
Just
yes, but
for the
the sound.
sound.
Yeah, but what we were doing was that we were drawing out of you. We were getting to lose yourself really because.
No, it was not me. It was somebody else who was trying to make a solo.
Do you mean your solo for?
No, not solo. Just solo that we spent only 3 hours. 3 saat.
Peki who's paying cost of studio?
Well, it's a business deal. It's like the record company. It's a relative.
Şirket ödüyor.
Yeah, şirket.
Burada şirket diyor ki ne kadar ödemeyeyim?
No, I have to pay for
Here,
it. in the
Turkey,
end.
they don't pay.
No, wait a minute. I have to pay for it in the end. It's a debt that I incur. But what they do, they measure your possibilities of sales, and then they budget what they would like to spend. So they say, okay, this is what we will allow you for recording, and it's more, sometimes less. But it's all relative, and that's why studios charge a lot of money.
Yeah.
Really, because those records make a lot of money. You know,
Yes.
because there's a large audience.
Yeah.
Sen ne çalmıştın Fuat?
Ben gitar çalmıştım.
Ha.
Bir de
No,
gazel
şarkı.
atmıştım onun albümünde.
Ses.
Yeah.
Ben hatta kızdım orada gazel atarsın da bugün almazsın.
No, his harmonies really are beautiful. They're very good harmonies.
Bizim
When I hear
söylüyoruz.
you guys are really the harmony.
Güzel bir kampanyam var.
Ne
Şu kitap kampanyası. Kitap çok hoş. Bütün kullanmadığımız kitapları eski kenarda kalmış ne varsa
kampanyalara
her tarafa
benim değil
dağıtıyorlar.
onlar. Ben sadece destek. Ben çünkü kampanya yürütecek durumda değilim.
Evet, millete çatmaktan faydalı bir şey.
Yürüyen kampanyalara destek oluyorum. Onları duyurmak için sadece. O kadar.
Güzel.
Bunun dışında bir
Çok
şey
güzel
yok.
ama.
Demin söylediği bir şey var ya. Sizin çok güzel bir harmoniniz var. Türkiye'nin en iyi tınlayan
Sağ olun
grubu.
arkadaşlar.
Ben esasında biraz sizin eski tınınızı zaman zaman özlüyor gibiyim.
Hep söyleniyor.
Hep söyleniyor değil mi?
Söyleniyor.
İnşallah. Duyacağız mı acaba?
Bu stüdyo çalışması olacak 2-3 aya kadar inşallah. MFÖ bununuma girmezse kendi arasında
Letis
albümü yapacağız.
Letis play.
Letis
What
play
we
mi?
gonna play?
Let us.
Wait a minute. I think you should tell them first what happened. We were in Ireland.
Şimdi çalacağımız
We were in
parça.
Ireland. Colombia.
Şimdi çalacağımız parça bundan 2 sene önce bir beste yapmıştım ben. Ve Peter İstanbul'a geldiğinde sağ olsun üstüne bir Türkçe İngilizce
Yeah, but we
güzel bir
wrote
söz
it in
yazdı.
Ireland.
Evet. Ve sonra bunu bizim albümümüze de koymuştuk. Şimdi Don't Wanna See It.
Peki Peter'ın gelişini nasıl hatırlıyor musunuz? Bizi parça yaparken Peter girdi stüdyodan içeri onu
bak, o
söylesene.
çok enteresan. Peter'ın geleceğinden haberimiz yok. Stüdyoda parçayı yapsak
yapıyoruz.
mı yapmasak mı durumundayız da İngilizce koyalım mı koymayalım mı? Kapı açıldı, zil çaldı, açıldı karşımıza
Peter girdi
Peter.
abi.
Dedim abi şu anda yani sen hani o taraftan
Tanrı'nın
yukarıda
işine
ilişki
bak
falan
yani.
mı var yani? Şu anda bunu düşünüyorduk dedim yani. Hemen girdik içeri hep beraber. Aldık şimdi onu çalacağız.
Dönmem yolundan albümünde var. Yine Don't Wanna See It. Şurada söylüyor.
Okay, take your microphone.
I belong to my one and only, but I trick her with time. Say I love her and bless her holy, then step over the line. I like to heal her hands, caress my hair and find my blue eyes wandering. I'm chosen and I'm fine. I never find the time to see her with her loneliness. I never ride, but you won't tell me I am blind. Don't wanna see it. Give me, don't resist me. Don't wanna feel it. Don't put me on the line. Don't wanna see it. Give me, don't resist me. Don't wanna feel it. It will only make me face my empty pride. And you know how I run and how I I belong to my one and only, but I trick her with time. Say I love her and bless her holy, then step over the line. I like to feel her hands caress my hair and find my blue eyes wandering. I'm chosen and I'm fine. I didn't have the time to see her with her loneliness. I'll never ride, but you won't tell me I am blind. Don't wanna see it. Give me, don't resist me. Don't wanna feel it. Don't put me on the line. Don't wanna see it. Give me, don't resist me. Don't wanna feel it. It will only make me face my empty pride. And you know how I run and how I hide. How I hide.
Güzel tadı damağımıza kaldı. Devam ediyoruz. Neydi? What do you think about ethnic music?
Ethnic music.
Is it called world music, huh?
Ethnic, yeah. Well,
Very fashion in the world, I think.
Yeah. There's a great label in England now by Peter Gabriel started it, Real World, and yeah, he's got a whole range. He's got Muslim music to African music to yes, Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. It's beautiful. I like the way that some people mix the modern music with an ethnic flavor, so that.
Sen bana demiştin ki Türkçe konuşuyorum. Türkiye'de müzik dedin biraz salata.
Salata.
Ha, neden?
Well, yes, salata.
Salata.
I've looked at the Turkish people, and Turkish people, it seemed, I might be wrong, and maybe I've been here a year, so it's very young for me to know. But I've watched the television, and there's a whole range. There's pop to arabesque, to ilahi on television'da çıktı. İlahiler, classic music,
Çok, evet.
Classic music var, çok karıştı. I think Turkey ethnic music, Turkey'den ethnic music is the ilahi classic music.
Folklor, demin Moğollarla yaptığınız.
These guys, sorry, yeah, the guys you said that you were going to have on your show another time.
Do you think Turkish musicians can have a chance in Europe?
Yes, I think they can, but I think now that, for instance, in Europe is opening up, and for instance, we've got now MFÖ'ye burada. You have Spanish bands in Spanish.
Okay. Arası açılıyor programı. Uyanıyor bak.
You have Spanish bands, French bands singing and becoming well known, of course, only in Europe. And I think Turkish music is possible. But I think basically the top range of the commercial music wouldn't really make it over there because it's very commercial. But I think stuff that is a little more serious and has much more to say in it, which if I may say that you have, your lyrics have something like that, I think that would work really.
Eyvallah.
It would. But it needs hard work too. It needs exposure, it needs touring, it needs serious work.
Mazhar'cığım Peter'in ikinci parçasını da ikinci klibini de yayınlasak mı acaba?
Yayınla. Sen isteyeceksin de yani.
Tam sırası. Can you tell us the second clip that we're gonna play?
Cuts You Up is
Give
the
name
of the
of
video.
it.
Cuts You Up, it's a song that my wife and I made together, totally. No, the video we made together. So we edited it and we filmed it and everything else. So I'm very proud of this one. And this actual song became very well known in 1990 in America, which was the first time that I really made a step up. So I'm very proud of it. There's very little difference between you and me, really, because we want to say something. We have to communicate something. Yeah. And I've and you have chosen the voice to sing. And I think what's at the base of it is ego, as you say, of course. And it's a very dangerous area.
Totally.
But it can be used well.
Part of the job.
It's a difficult job, really, because you live and work with your ego, only with yourself. This is strange. And I find it very difficult sometimes to live with, because
mesela yazdığın şey,
you're working and you're using that as your main working tool, but you're at the same time you're still living with yourself and still sorting out and processing what you are as a person. And so as you do it, you make mistakes in public.
Yes. Yeah, of course.
Which is
naturally.
Ya şarkıcı olarak bir söz yazıyorsun, gelin paylaşalım hep birlikte diyorsun, fakat onu piyasada yürütmen için hiç öyle adam olmaman gerekir.
Tabii.
Falan yani. Mesela düzeltiyorsun before you go on stage, let's say I come Murphy ama okay, but and then listen to applause.
Listen to this first. Listen to this. One of the things that I really use image a lot, as he talked about, because it's a mask. It's something that is part of the art. It depends on the artist. But wait, it really depends on the artist's intention. What they mean by it. If you go on wearing this to gain applause and lots of friends, if you want love and attention, that's one way. One other way is a theatrical way, to put on a mask in order to help the people as a performer, to help the audience hear what you're saying better. So you paint them a picture.
We cannot because it's cold here. Yeah. We have to be like...
No, but you do it very well.
Tamam.
Şimdi benim şöyle bir şeyim var. Yani
but not only play the face and
doğru canım.
Character.
Yeah.
Murphy, sana şeyi soracağım. Producer kaç çeşit? How many kinds of producer? Producer, burada kargaşa var. people don't know. Producer is the guy who pays the money for the record, or who gets the songs together.
This is a subjective title. This is somebody who is neutral, who sits and knows how to operate things, knows music, preferably.
Also,
can be, you know, Fuat's a very good producer in a sense, potentially, because he can sit there and say this is that. If you're involved in producing your own work, it can be very difficult, really, because you can't always hear what's good, because everything sounds good to you, because it's your own. You know, you can't. It's very difficult to step outside and look at what you're doing objectively.
Mesela, producer gets how much percentage olarak tahminen approximately?
3% is the average on the overall sale.
3%.
Every record, every plaque sold.
Halbuki Türkiye'de kurtarır mı? 40, 40, 60,
But they add a lot.
Bak, 3 aldı.
They add a lot to look at Eno, Brian Eno with U2. Eno is just an art house producer. He doesn't really know how to operate. He's not really a musician, but he's got these ideas that are of sound and mangling sound and making things really sound original and suiting the artist. So he brings the artist's best qualities out of them. Because it's difficult if you're playing. You know, you've written a song, you think, okay, this is how it is. You're focused on one way. This other guy can come in, like Eno for U2, and say, okay, let's make the drums sound like this, and let's have this rhythm like this, and let's see how it sounds, and then he'll steer them somewhere. But, you know, his role is to extract, you know, the skill of those people. Now, some producers actually place their own ego on the record, which I don't like. I don't like that sort of producer because it's all, you know.
Murphy, excuse me. How many selling means a good selling in England?
If you want money.
Yes.
In England, well, actually, a very big record in England now is very little, really, because the market's very small. Yeah. But in America, it's very big.
No, I mean England.
In England, if you sell 50,000 records...
50,000?
That's quite
This is records, huh? Not cassette.
Well, anything. CD, records,
anything. 50,000.
Any 50,000 is a single. If you make a single and sell 50,000 within 2 weeks, you're in the charts, but you're out again. It's a small market now. It was a very large market in the 70s.
Peki klipleri artist mi yapıyor, record company mi pays for it?
Record companies pay for it, but they ask for half of it back.
There's no clip market in Turkey.
Bak yarısını da sonra...
But half back?
They charge you half from the sales of the clip later. Once you sell the clip later.
Yani klibi yapıyor, satışlardan yarısını sana peki, best seller, how much in England?
Well, perhaps 500,000 would be good. You know, Phil Collins would sell maybe
500,000.
500,000 onların.
Yani şimdi Türkiye'de şöyle bir şey oldu. Mesela rekor satışlar 1 milyon, 2 milyon olunca 500 binlerle plak satışı, plak şirketleri yetinmemeye başladı. Satmadı. Ben mesela telefon açıyorum, nasıl gidiyor diyorum. Abi bu ara çok kötü. Nedir? Yeni çıkmış mesela, atıyorum.
75 bin diyor mesela.
Deniz Arcak. Abi çok kötü. Kaç saat? 100 bin. Nasıl kötü oluyor? Nasıl kötü oluyor abi? Harika rakamlar. Nasıl kötü? Çünkü alıştılar, anlıyor musun? Milyarları böyle kötüyle gösteriyor.
Yabancı kasetler daha çok.
Yani benim bile kasetim 30-40 bin satmış. İngiltere'ye göre iyi demek ki. Yani benim kasetim bile düşük.
Evet.
Bu arada reklam yaptım. Diskim çıktı ya. Benimden 7. disk.
Peter, what are your critics about Turkey and Turkish people?
Criticism. I can't say. Ayıp. Ayıp. Yapmak istemiyorum.
Buyur alkışlıyoruz.
Evet. Şimdi bizde ayağa kalkma vardır, el sıkışma vardır. Şu anda kamera çekiyor.
Tamam, anladım. Biliyorum öyle avantgard muhabbetler var.